Hello everyone, welcome back. This is the Card Game Guru here today, and today we are back playing some more Modern. We're actually playing some Lantern Control, guys. Don't tell anybody. Definitely playing some Lantern. Canister took this deck to a 5-0 finish in a Modern League about a month or so ago. New notable cards in the deck, post-Modern Horizons 2. You have Urza Saga. This card should probably be thought about putting in every deck, if not already in every deck. This card's absurd. It's 2 bodies for a free spell, basically. Just an absurd magic card. We don't need to talk about that more than we already have. We're playing one of Underworld Cookbook to help feed into the Ensnaring Bridge and just kind of get cards in our graveyard and out of our hand. Sideboard-wise, still nothing new here either, really. With all that being said, as I do every video, I'd like to remind you to smash that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you see content and want to see content like this on a daily basis. And let's jump right into a game and see if we can get a rage quit. Ooh, we get a play first, and this hand is definitely decent. We'll keep no companion from our opponent either. I'm not sure we're playing Modern. I think we're gonna bobble our opponent here, right? Bobble. I think if we want to Ancient Stirrings, we need to keep Bobble in play. Well, I think we want to Bobble first so we can Codex Shredder if we need to. If our opponent ever decides to jump into the game. Keep 7. Okay. Yeah, let's play Bobble. Bobble our opponent. Forest. You can keep your forest opponent. We probably still play it though, right? We're not playing an Ancient Stirring, so yeah, we're gonna play the Codex Shredder. Pass turn. We're gonna let them draw. This may be a mistake. Ooh, a Thoughtseize. This may be a mistake. Opponent sacks their Windswept Heath. Gets a forest. They have another forest in their hand. Birds of Paradise. Oh, let's go ahead and mill our opponent here. Burning Tree Emissary. What are they playing? What is our opponent doing? I'm not sure. So I think we ending the birds and Thoughtseize, so we should lead on Thoughtseize. Pithing Needle. Can't Pithing Needle birds, so black Thoughtseize our opponent. Thrun. Summoner's Pact, Summoner's Pact. Nykthos, Forest, Windswept Heath. I care about Thrun? Not really. Let's take a Summoner's Pact, I suppose, because that can technically be a Thrun, I would imagine. Play this on white. Let's Prismatic Ending the bird. Pass turn. What is our opponent playing? Is this a Shaman? Okay, is this a Shaman? Our opponent playing Shaman Tribal. Oath of Nissa. That's a good draw for our opponent. Takes a Nissa. Oh, that could be a problem. We got Pithing Needle, so it's not too bad. Plays the Windswept Heath we know about. Cracks the Windswept Heath. Stomping Ground. Tapped, okay. So we're going to lead on Ancient Stirrings here, I think. Yeah, so let's play... I think we're going to play Glimmer Void and then Ancient Stirring so we don't have to take a pain. Oh, we should have milled them for one. Is that a Lantern? Oh, yeah, it's all coming together. All coming together. Guess I probably should have done that in the correct order. Play Lantern. Bridge for us. Summoner's Pact for our opponent. Sure. Cast Pithing Needle. Nissa. Not be in. What is it? Voice of Zendikar. I think I'm okay with my opponent drawing their second Summoner's Pact. Garruk Wildspeaker. That one's probably got to go. You gonna play the Nissa? Sure. I guess it adds to their devotion, so you might as well play it. Mill the opponent for a card. Mills a Garruk. Arbor Elf. Opponent debating the shame concession. I don't blame them. Okay. Do I want to draw this bridge? Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, Saga's definitely a good draw. Play the bridge. Do they have a way to answer bridge in the main deck? I know they don't have one in their hand. They played the Nissa. Pass turn. So they can play Nykthos next turn and add mana? Eternal Witness. I don't want them to draw an Eternal Witness. To be completely honest. There's the Nykthos. So they can play Arbor Elf and then tap Nykthos for 4. And play Thrun. Or they're just going to play a Thrun here without playing an Arbor Elf for some reason. Sure. I do want to draw the Saga. I wonder if our opponent has Emrakul in their deck. Mill our opponent for 1. There's another Oath of Nissa. It's fine. Can't really stop the cantrips, unfortunately. Play Urza Saga. Don't really want a prismatic ending, to be honest. 1, 2, 3. Play a second bridge. Now we have no cards in our hand, so now our opponent definitely can't attack. If I'm letting my opponent have Summoner's Pact, there's no reason I wouldn't let them have Oath of Nissa. It's just worse. Another Nissa Voices Zendikar. I don't care about that one. I might mill ourselves here, depending on what our opponent does. So, okay, so they're going to play Nissa. They're going to dig over the voice. Okay, so they got another Nissa on top of their library. They took a Hornet Queen. That's fine. They can only tap their Nykthos for 5 here. Arbor Elf, sure. I don't know why you didn't play that this turn. You could play your Nissa this turn if you played it. I don't think I want Prismatic Ending. I'll take another Codex Shredder, though. Definitely don't hate that one. Trigger Urza Saga, that's fine. Make another Codex Shredder. Pass turn. Definitely don't want a Spire of Industry if I have any choice in it. I feel like our opponent probably has an Emrakul in their deck. It's a bunch of mana for our opponent. Plays their Hornet Queen. That's fine. Whole bunch of insects. Guess we can shred ourselves. Ancient Stirrings. I do like an Ancient Stirrings. think we're going to shred their Utopia Sprawl. We want to kind of maximize our mills here. Then we can make a token as well. A thick boy. Good old thick boy. A 7/7. I can't attack. But it can block, though. Definitely can block. I do want the Ancient Stirrings. I suppose there's no real downside to making a token here. I mean, I guess we can't cast what we get off Ancient Stirrings, and that's okay. We're going to go grab a Nihil Spell Bomb. So if they Emrakul us, we can stop the trigger. And then we're going to pass. Concealed Courtyard still on top of our library. Weird. Is that a bug, maybe? Because our opponent did it with Oath of Nissa as well and had another Nissa. Maybe it's a bug. There's another Oath of Nissa. That's fine. Our opponent can attack with their insects this turn. I forgot about that. That's okay. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. I think they have 2 packs in their hand. There's 1 packed. Sure. What can they get that kills us here? They can only get green creatures, so they can't get Emrakul if it's in their deck. Rurikdar. Huh. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. So we're just not going to cast any spells for the rest of the game. We're just going to hope to draw sagas. Cast the Rurikdar. That's fine. Should have played the Ancient Stirrings in my hand. Now I feel real goofy. Okay, so we'll get rid of that pact and the Rurikdar. So we can get rid of that screen. What else you got, opponent? I feel like we're going to time out here because my opponent has no idea what's happening. Attacks for 4 in the air. Oh, that actually is kind of bad because now we can only cast 1 non-creature spell. Rip. In my defense, I didn't expect a Rurikdar. Oh, actually, we won't be able to cast our spells. Yikes. So we want to keep lands on top of our library. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I see your Rurikdar. We're going to mill our opponent. Scooze? Sure. Scooze doesn't really do anything to us. Mill our opponent. Craterhoof. That's not a good card against us. Sure. I would like to draw this Concealed Courtyard. I'm going to take 6 to cast this Ancient Stirrings. Okay. I'm not going to put any of them into my hand. Down to 6 here. Urza Saga is probably our best draw. So we can get another piece of mill into play. Pays for their pack, makes sense. A Garuk. I don't think Garruk does actually anything either. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're at 10 devotion. I'm going to mill a card. I would like to mill another card. Looking for lands here. Pixis is not a land. I would like to mill a card. Where's a Saga? I'll take a Saga. It's a good draw. Ooh, and a Glimmer Void on top, too. I'll take it. I mean, we can always take one hit from these insects. We can't take more than that, though. You can have your Garruk. I don't really care about this Arbor Health either, but I'll probably mill it just to get some cards in your graveyard or in the opponent's graveyard. Garruk. Opponent takes 6. I'll take it. And they gotta make infinite mana with Garruk, right? I mean, not like they needed it, but they have it. If they don't have Emrakul in their deck, it feels goofy getting the Spell Bomb. Only have so many more turns we can mill them. Untaps with Garruk, sure. They should probably be putting some another 2/2 into play. Well, they can't cast any more creatures. Or non-creatures now. Sure. Summoner's Pact resolves. What did they get? Acidic Slime? Sure. What are they gonna slime? An Ensnaring Bridge, hopefully. Acidic Slime resolves. Spectral Searchlight. Or Lantern of Insight. Sure. I'm going to mill you in response, though, so I can get some more information. Utopia Sprawl. You can't cast that card. That's fine. I guess I won't know if I'm drawing lands now, unfortunately. So now I think the Urza Saga has to get another Lantern. It's kind of rude. Actually, it might have to get a Underworld Cookbook. Make some food. I don't hate the cookbook here, to be honest. Opponent's got to pay for their pact, obviously. I'm not sure if we're going to get game 1 over with here. Opponent pays for their pact. Makes a beast. Sure. Let's go ahead and mill our opponent. We don't want to mill ourselves here. Primeval Titan. Sure. Mill again. Burning Tree Emissary. Also fine. I would also like to make a token. Come up the board a little bit. Make a 9/9. Yeah, I think we got to get cookbook here. Drew a Codex Shredder, so we're gonna make another token. Make some 10/10s. Saga trigger. Okay, opponent. You know what's going on. Let's grab a cookbook. Now we're fine under Rurik Thar, and our opponent still can't cast anything. We just got to make sure we discard this card before our opponent enters combat. Saga is a hell of a magic card, let me tell you what. Make a food. What can our opponent do? Are they playing to Emrakul? Because they definitely have Emrakul mana. Well, we can start milling our opponent again. Utopia Sprawl, sure. Mill our opponent, maybe. Maybe one of these days we'll get the mill to resolve. Mill to Forest, okay. Now we can pass turn back to us. Get priority back. What are we going to draw? Another Ensnaring Bridge. I think I'd rather just have a food. So we're just going to pass here. Make a food. Our constructs are so far from being able to attack. It is ridiculous. Okay. Our opponent probably should be scooping at some point, right? To try to finish the match. Mill Primal Command. Okay, so that wasn't out for them, but they have Rurik Thar in play. Mill them again. Foothills, sure. I think we can probably safely sack a food token now. Go to 9. I would take another piece of mill. Inquisition. That is not what I needed. Do they have Emrakul mana already? I have what? 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They have plenty of Emrakul mana, if we're being honest. So they gotta have something, right? If they're playing this out. Pass turn. Played their land. Sure. Activate the cookbook. I can recruit a creature from my graveyard to my hand though with the cookbook, guys. If you're curious. Okay, got 2 food. Opponent cannot attack with anything. Shred our opponent. Shred our opponent. Sack of food. Go to 12. Blooming Marsh. I think I'd rather that just be a food. Our opponent is now locked under their own Rurik Thar. What a world to be alive in. What a world. Birds. Okay, you can attack with your birds. Do they have a pump spell in their deck? That would be disgusting. Oh, I forgot to discard. No. They didn't attack, though. Huh. Thanks for that one, opponent. Good looking out. Good looking out. Still looking for this Emrakul in their deck. Wooded Foothills, okay. We got like 8 more turns max to kill them. Unless we hit a Emrakul and then it's a whole nother world. We just mill in all their lands. Sure. Can I get another piece of mill, please? Just one. Just one piece. Thoughtseize. You know, that's not it. That is just not it. So go ahead and just discard it now, so I don't have the chance of making another mistake. Get another food, pass turn. Attack with the bird to make a point? No? Still waiting for this Emrakul. Kazagolf run? Oh, that was a way to get there. I would have been real dead to that one. Attack with birds and then pump it. Rip. Okay, so now we got to beware of a second Kazagolf run in their deck. Okay, okay. Hey, our opponent finally scooped it up, so there's no Emrakul in their deck. Playing against the mono green devotion. I don't want Chalice on one. How do we feel about Torpor Orb? I don't hate Torpor Orb. Stops like acidic slimes and hoofs. What do we think of Damping Sphere? I don't hate it. Needles, fine. Jars. Oh, actually I might want jars. Bobs, no. Collector Brutality kills their dorks, and so does Fatal Push. What cards don't we want? Do we just cut all hand interaction? Like all of this? I don't think we need Torpor Orbs. I don't think we need Damping Spheres. I don't think we need another Pithing Needle. I like the Collector Brutality. I don't hate push. And I like the jars. So our opponent's not a graveyard deck, so we don't need Cage. Prismatic Ending's basically just Fatal Push. Just better. Do we want to cut the Inquisitions? Yeah. Run it back. We could probably trim a Needle, right? Keep an Inquisition, trim a Needle. Run it back like that. Let me know down below how you guys would have sideboarded. It's the first time I've played Little Lantern Control on MTGO in a long time. Opponent's down to 9 minutes. Ooh. Wow. 5 lands at a 19 land deck. I think we're going to mulligan. I think we can do better. And this one's a lot better. Probably put one of these Razor Verges back. We're going to keep this 6, put a Thicket on the bottom. Our opponent does not have a ley line, which is good. I appreciate it. When it's a bird time? Arbor Elf? Sure. Pixis. I do like Pixis. I actually think I'm going to lead on Pixis this game. I could potentially win with the 7. Do we play Welding Jar here too? Protects from the Rex Age, I suppose. Yeah, we can play Welding Jar here. I don't see any harm in it. Play the jar. Next turn, do we play Saga or do we wait? I think we wait on Saga so we can play Bridge. I guess we're not making tokens with Saga anyways, so it doesn't really matter all that much. I grab a Burning Tree Emissary with the Nissa, sure. Shocks in the Stomping Ground. Untaps the Forest, okay. So Burning Tree time? Yeah. Okay. Opponent does nothing with the mana. I'll accept. I will activate Pixis. Thoughtseize. That's a good draw. So now we black Thoughtseize here. Rurikthar, Nykthos, land. So we're going to take the Rurikthar. We're going to play Kodak Shredder. And pass. Okay. I don't know what our opponent was. I mean, were they just trying to land a Rurikthar and win the game? It's a plan, I suppose. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. When did you draw the opponent? Utopia Sprawl? That's fine. Green on Sprawl. Plays the Nykthos. Sure. Next turn, we're going to get Bridge down and have Jar back up, so I don't know how this is going to go for our opponent. You know what? I'm going to Kodak Shredder. This card could have been under a Pixis. And now we'll Pixis. And I used to play this card in all my commander decks. This card's sweet. So now we get to play Saga, play Bridge. I bet we get a concession out of this one if I had to make a guess. All we're really missing is a Lantern. We're going to get that not next turn, but the turn following. There's the Windswept Teeth, okay. Birds, that's fine. Take R1, go to 13. Pixis. Can I shred you, opponent? Are you okay with being shredded here? Shred the opponent. Mills a Stomping Ground, okay. Yeah, we'll draw. Blooming Marsh. Get a counter on our Saga. Play the Blooming Marsh and pass turn. Drew a Forest, okay. They're going to attack with that Arbor Elf into my Saga? Yeah, they are. Now I bet we get a concession. The Shame Scoop. Take my 0. Codex Shredder. Opponent cracks their Windswept Teeth. Probably just to thin the deck, maybe? It's a little weird of playing against a pseudo-mill deck. Mill the opponent. Could have had a Burning Tree Emissary under this Pixis. What you got? Okay. Draw. And Ancient Stirrings. I think I'm okay with just letting the Saga die here. We don't need to make a token. We're going to grab a Lantern, though. Lantern. Codex Shredder, Forest. Ancient Stirrings. Saga, Glimmer Void, Codex Shredder, Bridge. I think we can probably take another Codex Shredder here. Now I have a Glimmer Void on top of my library. Play Spire. Play Codex Shredder. Pass. Now we have the lock on, basically. Opponent's going to draw Nykthos. Okay. Do we want to pick up? And our opponent's Shame concedes. Okay. We did put the tentacles on. We locked them out. As always, guys, as I reminded you earlier, remember to smash that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. Remember to subscribe to the channel to see content like this on a daily basis. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.